And welcome to the channel. This is my first video on YouTube, and I want to start talking about the Italy versus Belgium game, which ended in 2-0 to Italy. So I watched the game yesterday, and I think it was probably one of the best games of this Euro so far. With Belgium being big favourites for the game, for the whole tournament, to be fair, and Italy being absolutely ripped off from their own fans and myself as well. I'm a big Italy fan, and I literally given up on them after seeing the team sheet that came out yesterday and how they performed at the end of the game, which is absolutely amazing. And well done for Italy. I just want to talk a few things about how Italy played. Firstly, let's start off with saying they're probably that's the weakest Italy team for a decade or 20 years, I guess. And I think it's probably their midfield is it's probably one of the most shocking things in the world. I think before the start of the Euros, the main three players such as Verratti, Marchisio, and Montoli were three of the most important midfield players for the Italy team. They were all gone off with injury, and I think this was a big season for Marchisio as well. I think Marchisio was playing in that register role where Pirlo used to play to, and Pirlo being gone to New York City, and Marchisio I think made that role himself his own, and he played really well in that position for Juventus, even though they were knocked out of the Champions League at the quarterfinals. But they had a really good season in Cup once again. And Verratti as well, playing really well for PSG this season as well. And now I want to talk about the Juventus backline. As you all know, it's BBC, the Barzagli, Chiellini, and Bonucci. Probably one of the three best defenders in the world, and just all three of them have different attributes that are just so good. Chiellini with his runs, and Bonucci with his passing. That pass to Giaccherini was just absolutely amazing. I loved it. And Barzagli as well, such a tight, good defender, and also Buffon as well. Even age 38, he's still playing at the top of the level, which is unbelievable. Now I want to talk about some of the players that are in the Italy teams, for example, Giaccherini, Parola, Eder, who we probably have never heard of, but they were absolutely essential to that win yesterday. They were I think they were not famous in the national team. They probably wouldn't be called up on, but they did play really well yesterday. They had a specific role to play, which was to work the team, keep it going. As a workman, as a warrior kind of thing. I think Conte came to the press conference before the game and said he needs warriors on the pitch. And I think Parola, Giaccherini were really good. They kept the ball moving, made those runs. They were so good yesterday, and I didn't know much about them before the game, but after seeing that performance, I was really impressed with them. Now, lastly, and I want to talk about Kandreva and Damian. I think they were really important for the game yesterday. I think Damian and Kandreva were the wing backs. So when defending, they went into a five at the back with Kandreva and Damian tucking it with the three centre backs. And in transition and attack, I think they hold both of the sidelines, creating width because Belgium played with 4-4-2. But they had Vertonghen as one of their left back and Simon as their right back as well. So they didn't have a lot of pace at full back. They didn't have a lot of overlaps, and the Kandreva and Damian were really important to help stretch the play. For the goals, you can see that Damian was always Bonucci will always pass it to Kandreva on the right hand side, or Barzagli will always pass it to Damian on the left hand side, and they always making those runs, always making those selfless runs for the strikers as well, and they were really important for the game yesterday. And those are my little pointers for how Italy was able to win. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.